So springtime is here. That's when folks are getting in the mood for a season full of great camping trips with their RV. It's also a time when many people are buying a new RV or maybe selling their RV. If that's you, I invite you to check out my free RV report. I update it every quarter so it is up to date with today's market conditions. There's no charge and there are no strings attached. It's my way. It's the Wingman's way of looking out for RVers and to help you save money and prevent you from being ripped off. You can view and download the report by clicking on the link that is down in the description, just down here below. And hi, everybody. Welcome again to Wingman Nation. Around this virtual campfire is a gathering of people who come from all different kinds of backgrounds. We sit around for a few minutes and yak about all kinds of things, sort of like, well, you would around a real campfire. And we try and look out for each other. That's sort of what Wingman Nation is all about. So today we're going to talk about specifically, what does an RV lemon lawyer look for? A lemon lawyer, when you contact them about your problem RV, what do they need to know? What are they looking for? Not some big long story. What are they looking for from you? The reality is that for too many people, way too many people, by the time they contact a lawyer, their story is like all over the place with details that are certainly important to the RV owner, but may not be pertinent to the RV lawyer, at least not in the beginning. So that's the question I asked RV lemon lawyer Rick Dalton recently. Specifically, what information is he looking for right out of the gate when people contact him?
Number one is that if someone calls, that I want to know is the year, make, and model of the RV. So because the warranty that comes with the RV that you purchase is the governing instrument that gets us into court. I mean, you have to have a warranty for one, a valid warranty that you didn't waive away. That's the reason the importance is not to sign a waiver. So we need a valid warranty. So number one, most of these RV manufacturers give a 1-year warranty. Okay, so we're going to find out. So when you purchase it, did it come with that 1-year warranty? Yes. All right. How long have you owned the RV would be the next question. Because in that warranty, what we're seeing now is a shortening of the statute of limitations that the client has to, or the customer can file suit or bring a claim. So today we start off with everybody basically said you got 1 year and 90 days to file suit. Or bring a claim. So if the person has the RV longer than 1 year and 90 days, then there's a series of questions that we need to ask after that to determine, well, was it in the shop? Is it still in the shop? Is it at the factory? There are some exceptions to the rule, but if you wait too long or you don't discover the problems in your RV until after 1 year and 90 days, it could be a problem. So that would be something we would have to explore further. Like, why are you just now contacting me if you're over 1 year and 90 days? So that's very crucial in this, is that make sure you document and make sure you contact for legal advice within that first year, just so you know your rights, and you don't miss a deadline. I have to turn down lots of cases because the person may have had a case had they called me sooner. And so part of the problem is that if you don't have help as with a lawyer and you do what we call self-help, so you send a claim and you're dealing with the manufacturer, they will drag you out past that 1 year and 90 days. So that if you say, well, look, I'm going to go get a lawyer, they may say, oh, no, talk to us. We're still working on this. It doesn't matter. You need to file suit within 1 year and 90 days. So they can drag you past that 1 year and 90 days. And then all of a sudden they say, well, we're not going to give you anything. We're not going to help you. Go lawyer up. And you come to me and I go, well, why did you wait? Well, they were telling me this. I know, but you knew you had a problem. You knew you needed legal advice. You were trying to do it yourself. You screw yourself. You could make, you create a problem that we have to overcome. So all that. The other thing that you need is a decent case. And what's a decent case is that, within the warranty period, either 1 year or 2 years, you tendered the RV for repairs, either at the dealer or to the manufacturer. And that either they took, too many times, 4 or more times is a good number, or too many days out of service. And so we're not talking straight shot, we're talking cumulative days for each visit. You really need a minimum of 90 days. And so there is a ruling up in Indiana that basically where that court and that judge said he wanted 150 days out of service. So that's a lot. 150 days, that's a lot. Yeah. So, that's not been, not everybody, not all the judges up in Indiana are following that, but, that may be the trend that we're going to. I believe I saw in the 2024 Thor warranty that part of it now is they've kind of adopted that, and they actually say in their warranty that it has to be out of service 150 days before you agree to initiate any type of legal action. So I think we're swinging towards that.
5 months, I get to make the payments on it, insurance, storage payments, maintenance, the whole deal. 5 months, it's got to be out. It don't seem right. Yeah. It doesn't seem right.
But that's it. But again, if that's what we're up against, then we're up against it. Okay. What we do find in this is that, if you truly are having defects in your RV and it's truly having to go into the shop and so forth, you're going to get 5 months very quickly. It's not, because they do have a problem with getting parts. They do have problem at the dealership level and at the manufacturing level on help. They just don't have the quality of people to work on it. I see that in some of my regular lemon law cases with automobiles. I have one now where it was out of service 6 months, and the dealer needed a special technician to fix it, and they just couldn't find somebody that was qualified to do that. And absent of what in the RV industry, the manufacturers tend to, if the dealership can't fix it, they will come down and pick it up and bring it to Indiana to fix back at the factory, or have you bring it up there. You don't ever see that in the automobile cases. You don't see them saying, "Hey, bring your Ford vehicle back to Detroit and have the factory fix it." That just doesn't happen. But it is so common in the RV side of this business, and that's the other thing about attorneys not knowing that is that your local attorney may say, "Well, we're not going to do that and bring it back. We just want our money back." But he's got to understand all the nuances in this to say, "Well, yeah, maybe we should let them pick it up and bring it to the factory," and that's okay. I don't have a problem with that happening. And so when I look at a case, I'm always making sure that the customer or the potential client did everything in their power to try to get the RV fixed, that they weren't a hindrance to that they were saying, "Yeah, just if you tell me to bring it to the dealer, I bring it to the dealer. If you want to pick it up and bring it to the factory, then bring it to the factory. That's okay." That's what you want to, I always say, you just want to have the white hat on, just basically, just you didn't hinder anything to prevent the manufacturer from fixing your RV. And when that, even in those cases, you still get 6 months out of service, 7 months out of service. I mean, it's unbelievable, but that's just the way this business works.
I've got lots and lots of Facebook groups. We've talked about this before, and I hear and read many people are unhappy and they just start trashing their dealer. And I think that it is out of frustration, and because wait times and getting their they're making payments, they can't use the RV, they're very frustrated. And I wonder if they are hurting themselves, if they ever have to move forward with a claim with a Rick Dalton by, saying bad things, disparaging things, and just venting, if they need to just kind of control that anger and then, start making their file and provide that information to you. Because do those bad posts, do those mean anything if you go to court? Does the judge say, "Well, you shouldn't have said that"?
No, I don't think it doesn't come into play in the court system, but it does come in play in the dealer being upset with the customer for posting it. Some dealers don't care, some don't. Okay, but there are those that do worry about their Google rating or whatever. So I'll have clients that do that, and then there is a few dealers that will contact me and say, "Hey, your client posted something." And it could be whatever they posted, but if they made a post, can they take it down pending, resolution of the case on it? So I don't think it hurts in the sense of in the court system, but in getting the dealer on your side or the manufacturer on your side to try to settle, that's where it hurts. And then Now the other thing about posting stuff online, posting something truthful is not disparaging, so you can post the facts of what you went through. I brought my RV in on this date. It's been there for 6 months. These are my problems. That's not disparaging. I mean, they may not want that on there because it's the truth, but you can't run from the truth or hide. I mean, that's not disparaging. Disparaging is basically saying negative things about them, saying the dealer committed fraud, bad mouthing them, and so forth. But, saying the truth is not disparaging. So, I don't know why they would want that taken down other than they're hiding from the fact, that your RV was out of service 6 months, but that's not disparaging to anybody. But in this day and age, it was not like that 5 years ago to 10 years ago. But yes, when you resolve a case today, they will have a non-disparaging clause in that release. So if the manufacturer and dealer pay you any type of money to settle, you will sign an agreement not to disparage them online. We never saw that before, but now that's common. That's part of the release. It's standard now. So they do take it seriously on it. And so I've had judges talk to my client who refused, just happened recently, who didn't want to sign a non-disparaging clause. He was getting a replacement vehicle. And so the federal judge asked him directly, because he said, I'm not going to sign that. And the judge was like, well, what, you're getting a new vehicle. Why do you want to go online and badmouth this manufacturer or this dealer? I mean, you're starting over, where everything's settled, and and he had nothing to say. He basically said, okay. And then he ended up agreeing to sign the release as written. But, that's the point. If once you settle, you really should sweep this under the rug and just move on to the future. And, if you're still holding on, that's part of the problem. And, you're still angry. Getting me involved in getting a resolution of your case, one of the goals is to put this behind you so you can sleep at night and you can move on, because life is short. And, especially if you're still going to go out there and RV, and, that's more important than dragging out a litigation case. You want to be able to, get a resolution and then still go RV, have fun, because, the life is too short to miss those opportunities. You can't get those days back or those weeks back or those months back. So, go enjoy life.
Okay. Last question. I'll let you go, Rick Dalton. But way back in 2018, when you and I first met, you said that you personally were involved in every case, that you literally every case you are personally involved. But are you still that way, or have your firm grown so much that you've got, you get a client and then throw them off to somebody else?
I still just handle all the cases myself. And, I worked off my cell number, so my clients can call me anytime if they have a question or whatever like that. So no, I still handle everything myself. I still personally filed the lawsuit, and when we file it, I'm the only person in my firm that can do that. So yeah, it's me that will handle the case.
So I think that's huge. I mean, if I know you are the guy, I know what you look like, I know what you sound, I can talk to you instead of now I've got a stranger with a diploma that went to some law school. I want to know the person that's going after the manufacturer. And I want to make it clear, I'm not trying to bash the industry at all. I love RVing. You love RVing. You've got, a coach. It's just that when there's a bad one out there, and there are too many bad ones, those people need to be made whole, I think. And these kinds of conversations are important to have. So I appreciate you being on, willing to share your experience and perspective.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Well, if you watch this channel for very long, I say this all the time, most RVs are not lemons. They are not. All RVs require maintenance, sometimes a lot more than the owner realized when they bought the thing. But according to the law, most RVs are not lemons. Now, whether you have a lemon RV or not, the downtime, when your RV is in the shop, it can be most frustrating. But like Rick said, it is so important to wear that white hat. That does not mean to be a doormat. Just wear a white hat. Keep a journal. Document everything. Take the high road. If you're not getting the attention that you think you deserve, pissing off the dealer is not a good idea. It ain't going to work. By the way, Rick's contact info is in the description down below. And yes, he definitely knows the lay of the land when it comes to lemon RVs. Now, my advice is this. Whether your RV is in the shop now or not, take an honest assessment of its condition. Seriously. Are you current with your required maintenance? Is there anything that you've been putting off, like checking the seals maybe, or any repairs that you need to take care of. Before you go running back to the dealer, get your ducks in a row. That's a really good idea. And make sure you've done everything on your end of the deal. Be nice, be understanding, be truthful, be thorough. It may feel good to blow up at a dealer sometimes, but I promise you, you'll end up saying to yourself, oh, why did I do that? Taking the high road is almost never easy, but it is the best decision, at least in my opinion. As a reminder, if you're looking for a great RV dealer and an RV dealer that I trust, one that will work hard to earn and keep your business, a link is in the description down below. Yes, it is. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are still subscribed to the channel too. I'm hearing from quite a few people that somehow they just stopped receiving any notifications. They got unsubscribed. So make sure you hit subscribe and click that button where it says all. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home. I'll see you again soon on Wingman Nation.